Oh, what's good, everybody? It's your boy King Killer back here today with another video. Thank you guys for dropping by. So in today's video, man, you already see the title, you already see the thumbnail, so you already know what we on. Houston Rockets rebuild, and taking a look at the record for this team, it is a nasty 10-27 on the year, sitting 15th in the conference. And yeah, there's problems in Houston. So taking a look at the roster, I think we could all agree nobody thought this team was going to make the playoffs or come anywhere near it. We all knew this was going to be a team tanking. We all knew this was going to be a team that was going to be in the lottery. And I'm pretty sure this is the youngest team in the NBA. I'm like 99% sure it is, just because there is only 2 players on this team. On this whole team, there's only 2 players that are over the age of 30. Boban and Eric Gordon. Everybody else on this team is still in their 20s, which is so crazy to think about. So definitely moving forward, I think Houston needs to bring in a lot of veteran leadership to the locker room, just because the only way you're going to ever win a title in the NBA is if you have those veterans that have been there for years. Not a lot of these guys have been there for a while. So I would definitely like to try to get a bunch of veteran help if I can. And yeah, taking a look at the roster, like I said, a lot of our corner franchise players are young. Jalen Green, 20 years old. He is averaging pretty good numbers. I would like to definitely try to get that efficiency up. Sagoon, somebody who I think is really underrated, having a really good season. Would definitely like to keep him around as well. Kevin Porter Jr. is somebody I like to keep around, but I would like to try to keep him as a 6-man, maybe not as our starting point guard. Jabari Smith, who is the 3rd overall pick this past year, is off to a bad start shooting the ball. He is only averaging a 39% field goal percentage as a power forward. I would definitely like to try to get this up as much as possible, because it's not looking too good for him starting the year off. Kenyon Martin Jr. is actually somebody I like in real life. He is definitely a solid NBA player, and I'm not really sure why I like him. I think because he is obviously the son of Kenyon Martin, and I remember I used to see his highlights in high school. He used to body so many people with those dunks, so I would definitely like to try to keep him around if I can. Jae'Sean Tate is somebody I would probably like to trade, just because he is an undersized power forward, and you guys know me, I hate running people out of position. Tari Eason, who is our rookie, is having a pretty solid season. Would like to get that field goal percentage up, but he is shooting 37% from deep, so I will definitely take that. Garuba, somebody I would probably like to trade. Eric Gordon is somebody I would like to trade and try to get a 1st-round pick for him before the trade deadline, just because he is rumored to want out of Houston for like the last 3-4 years. So would like to try to get something for him. Josh Christopher, I would like to see how he develops for us. Fernando, probably somebody that won't be coming back. Same thing with Matthews, same thing with Boban. Ty Washington, somebody I would also like to give minutes to, just to see what he can do and how he can develop. And yeah, so we have a lot of young players on this team, and I think eventually I am going to want to trade a lot of these players, try to package them for a good all-star veteran. And one player that actually comes to mind, now there's been rumors about this, I'm not sure how true the rumors are, but supposedly James Harden would like to come back to Houston next season. So I think that would be such a cool move if Houston can pull it off, if the rumors are true. If James Harden goes back to the Rockets to pair up alongside Jalen Green, I think that would be such a great move for both the player and for the franchise, because now you're putting a lot more people in the seats, in the stands in Houston, because right now obviously not a lot of people are showing up because they are 10-27. So I think if James Harden can go back to Houston, if we could get him in this video, I think that would be super cool. And taking a look at what I want to do for this team is, first thing I want to do is try to trade Eric Gordon, try to get a 1st-round pick for him if I can. And I'm also going to try to be tanking the rest of the year, just because we're already 10-27. We're going to try to tank for Victor Wembanyama. So I think our best bet, what I want to do in this video, if everything plays out right, I would like to tank the rest of the season, try to get the 1st overall pick so I could draft Victor. And I would like to try to sign James Harden in free agency, and then I would just like to add a couple veterans to the team. And I think we'll be all right for the next 2 years for the rest of the video. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to find a trade for Eric Gordon. All right, so for the rest of season number 1, this is what the lineup's going to be looking like. We got Kevin Porter, Jalen Green, Kenyon Martin, Jabari Smith, and Sagoon. Off the bench, we got Easton, Tate, Garuba, Christopher, and Washington. And I wasn't able to find a trade for Eric Gordon, so a lot of people were just offering me like 2 players with like 2-3 years left on their contract. So it's fine. I'll just keep him for the rest of the year, and he can play out his last year in Houston. And for the system proficiency, it's gonna be 2.5 stars, 1.5 star defense, just because I am trying to tank. I am trying to get that number 1 overall pick, so I am picking our worst proficiency. So I will leave it like that. And then for our shot tendencies, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it like that, just because I am trying to I'll give Kenyon Martin just a little bit more, but I'm gonna leave it like this just because I am gonna try to tank for Victor Wembanyama. So hopefully we could end up as like the 15th seed by the end of the year, and I will catch you guys at the end of the year. Alright, so at the end of season number 1, of course, Luka and Paolo always winning those 2 awards. Jordan Poole, 6th man of the year, AD Depoy, Trey Murphy, most improved, and then Joe Mazzulla, coach of the year. Doubt we get anybody on an all NBA team, we do not. All defensive team, we do not. And then all rookie first team, we do not. But we get 2 players on the all rookie second team. And taking a look at where we finished, please let it be 15. Please let it be the worst team. Almost. Okay, so we are the 14th seed in the West. San Antonio's had a worse record than us. And taking a look at the player stats for the year, we have Jalen Green leading the way with about 19 points. Kevin Porter Jr. with about 17.5, 5, and 6. Jabari Smith only 13.5 points and 6.5 boards. Oh, and his shooting did not get any better. It actually dropped. Okay, that's pretty tough. So we'll see how he develops over the next 2 seasons. Sagoon with about 13 and 9 rebounds. Tate with about 12.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. Isan with about 11.5. Eric Gordon, who did not play for us anymore. Kenyon Martin with about 10 points and 5 boards. Josh Christopher with about 5 points, and then Ty Washington with about 5 points. So my goal, like I said, is going to be to try to get the number 1 overall pick. I'm hoping we could land it so we could try to get Victor Wembanyama, and then we could try to bring back James Harden. And Philly got swept in the 2nd round, so hopefully James Harden doesn't want to re-sign with them. So coming over here to the draft lottery, and we have projected the 5th best odds of landing the number 1 overall pick. So fingers crossed, maybe we get lucky, and no, we don't. We end up dropping. Okay, so we ended up dropping once. So now we have the 6th overall pick. So I'll see you guys at the draft with who I take. All right, so we're here at the draft lottery now. I'm trying to go best player available, but I would also like a small forward. So Cameron Whitmore, I might want to get him. He is a C+ overall, but Nick Smith Jr. is, well, we already have our shooting guard for the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna take Cameron Whitmore, and then I think we have one more pick. So with this pick, we'll probably just do best overall, and that will be actually, I might want to center. So I'm gonna draft Kel Ware, and now we can go ahead and simulate the rest of the draft. And taking a look at our overalls, 76 and a 73, not bad. I will take it. And then player options, I'm gonna go ahead and bring everybody back except Eric Gordon. So coming over here to free agency now, trying to see if we could bring back James Harden. So he has 7 offers, and Philly is one of his top offer. Spurs are his 2nd best. So let's see if we could try to offer him a contract. We will offer him 45 mil, no trade clause. Please tell me he accepts this. He does not. He is actually I low-key kind of want him. I don't think we're gonna be able to get him. No, James Harden signs with Philly. Maybe he for some reason doesn't sign with them. No, he's gonna end up signing with them. So that kind of sucks. I really did want James Harden on this team, but you know what? He actually, you know what? We're gonna see if we can try to trade for him. We're gonna see if we could try to trade for James Harden, because I really want him on the team. So we will be offering Kevin Porter Jr., Josh Christopher. Who else can we throw in? We could throw in Garuba. We can throw in, who else? We could throw in Eason, and we could throw in a 1st round pick. Do they accept this? No. What about if we throw in one more first round pick? Please say yes. They do not. Okay, so what if we... So they are willing to trade him. I just need to find the right ones. What about if I threw in... No, they wouldn't want him. Maybe Cameron Whitmore? Would they take this? Okay, so what if I give you these 4 players and a first round pick? They do not. What if I throw in one more first round pick? Please say yes. Yes, they do it. So we end up getting James Harden back in Houston. Yo, we just made a blockbuster move. We just got James Harden. Okay, so we did gut a big portion of our roster. So let's see what we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, actually, I think we should be all right. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and sign a good small forward. So somebody who is a good small forward, maybe Harrison Barnes, maybe, you know what? I think Josh Hart would actually be a pretty good fit on this team. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna offer him a deal worth about that much. Please tell me he accepts this. Is he? No, we are his only option. Okay, so we just made a blockbuster trade. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna simulate to the to next season to our rotation. All right, and real quick before the season does start, I actually would like a better backup shooting guard. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sign Malik Beasley to a 2-year deal with about 13 mil, and he accepts it. All right, so for the start of season number 2, this is what the lineup is looking like. We got James Harden back in Houston, Jalen Green, Josh Hart, Jabari Smith, and Sengun. Off the bench, we got Kenyon Martin, Malik Beasley, Jashawn Tate, and Kel Ware. System proficiency for this team will be 3.5 stars. We will go 7 seconds. And then taking a look at the shot tendencies for this team, Jalen Green can definitely go up to about an 85. So can James Harden. Actually, we're gonna go ahead. No, they could both stay at an 85. Sengun could go up to about a 70. Jabari Smith can drop down to about an 80. Malik Beasley can go up to about a 65. Josh Hart could go up to about a 60. Kenyon Martin could go up to about a 65. Tate can go up a little bit to a 65 as well. Josh Christopher can go up a little bit, or I don't even think he's going to be playing. And then Ware can go down just a little bit. And I think I'm actually going to want to go ahead, make Malik Beasley about a 70. Josh Hart could go up to about a 65 as well. And then Kenyon Martin can go up to about a 70. So I have big expectations for this team. I'm hoping we could try to finish, I'm going to say, top 4 in the West. So in James Harden's homecoming year, let's see how we do. And I'm going to catch you guys at the end of season number 2. All right, so at the end of season number 2, Luka winning MVP, Victor winning Rookie of the Year, Highland winning 6th Man of the Year, Giannis winning Depoy, James Wiseman Most Improved, and JB Bickerstaff Coach of the Year. Do we get anybody on an All-NBA team? We do not. And then does anybody get an All-Defensive team? I doubt it. We do not, and I don't think we had any rookies this year. So taking a look at where we finished on the year, we ended up going top 3 in the West. So we go 49 and 33. And taking a look at these player stats for the year, we ended up having Jalen Green as our leading scorer with 23 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Was he efficient? He was really efficient. 50, 40, 81%, not bad. James Harden in his homecoming year, he averaged 21 points, 5.5 boards, 11.5 assists, and he was pretty efficient as well, shooting 48, 39, and 90. Jabari Smith with about 16 points and 7.5 boards, and he improved his shooting by a lot, especially his three-pointer. It went up by like 7%, so you love to see that. Kenyon Martin with about 13 points and 6 boards. Sengun with about 12 points and 9 boards. Malik Beasley with about 12 points. Was he efficient shooting the ball? Okay, so he was actually a really good pickup, 48% and 41% from deep. Josh Hart with about 10 points, 6 boards, and was he efficient? Not really. Okay, so I would like to see him improve that. Tate with about 8 points, and then Ware with about 4 points and 3 rebounds, and he almost averaged a block a night in only 10 minutes. Damn, his per 36 would have had him averaging 3 blocks a night. So taking a look at the coach plan to see how these minutes are going to get adjusted, we can go ahead and we can lower Josh Hart down a little bit, give one more. We could go ahead and lower down Kenyon Martin just a little bit. And I think I would actually like to get him and Malik Beasley the same amount of minutes. Tate could go down just a little bit, and then Ware could go down to about 8 minutes. And then Sengun can get 1 more, Smith can get 2 more, and then we'll go 1-1. So taking a look at who we are facing in round number 1, we are facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. And taking a look at who they have on their roster, they have added Dylan Brooks. They have, I think that's pretty much it. That's the only person they actually added. So I'm not too worried about this team. I'm hoping Chet doesn't go off crazy for us. So against us. So round 1, game number 1, we lose, and we had Jalen Green with 26, Jabari Smith with 26, and then James Harden with 23. Game number 2, we end up losing by 12 points. James Harden with 29 and Jalen Green with 25 points. Come on, don't do this to us. Game number 3, we end up, I have a good feeling about it. No, we end up getting blown out again. Shea dropped 44 points on us. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna adjust the lineup real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let the CPU adjust the rotation for us. Nah, there's no way James Harden can only be getting 31 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna actually start Kenyon Martin, and we're gonna give Malik Beasley the 6-man role. Josh Hart could drop a little bit, so can he. Josh Christopher, it's ain't to play Josh Christopher. You know what, we'll roll with that, and then we could go ahead and give the last couple minutes right here to James Harden. Game number 4, do we end up winning? We do not. So we end up getting swept in James Harden's first year back in Houston. He did average a pretty good amount. He averaged 27 points. He didn't really shoot the best from 3 in the playoffs. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to add a couple more pieces. I don't really know what to actually add. Maybe, I don't really know, because I actually thought this team was a pretty well-balanced team. Maybe I should add, we're good. Maybe I should add a better backup point guard, actually. Taking a look at the roster real quick, I think we could definitely use a better backup point guard. I think we're good as a backup shooting guard. Maybe try to find a better small forward. Maybe I try to package some players and try to get a better starting small forward. I think power forward, we are fine. And then center, we should probably, no, I think Kel Ware will be our backup center. He did average pretty good numbers in his limited role. So I'll see you guys at the start of season number 3, and if I add anybody, I'll show you guys that. But if not, I'll show you guys the start of season number 3. Alright, so for the final year, I'm going to see if I can try to get this trade done. I'm going to be sending Josh Hart, Ty Washington, Josh Christopher, Bruno Fernando, Garrison Matthews, and a first-round pick to the Toronto Raptors, and see if I can try to get OG Anunoby. And do they accept this trade? They do, so boom, we now have a new starting small forward. Alright, so for the final year in Houston, this is what the lineup is going to be looking like. We got Harden, Green, Anunoby, Smith, Sagoon. Off the bench, we got Beasley, Tate, Martin, and Ware. And taking a look at the system proficiency, it is going to be 3.5 stars, nothing better, surprisingly. I went ahead and I got a new coach, by the way. And taking a look at the shot tendencies for this team, we could go ahead and lower Green down to a 95. Harden could get about an 85. Anunoby could go up to a 65. He could go up to about a 70. Jabari Smith could drop down to an 85. Sagoon can stay at a 75. Malik Beasley can go up to about a 70. Tate could go up to about a 65. Martin could go up to about a 70. And then Ware can go up to a 65. Final season in Houston. I'm hoping we could try to get a #1 seed and try to make a deep playoff run. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate, and I will catch you guys at the end of the final season. Alright, so in the final season, Ja Morant winning MVP, Isaiah winning Rookie of the Year. He also wins 6th Man of the Year, AD Defensive Player of the Year. Cameron Whitmore, the guy we traded to Philly, wins Most Improved. And then Jacob Underwood, Coach of the Year. I believe he is our coach. And taking a look at the All-NBA team, does anybody make an All-NBA team? Yes, James Harden ends up on the All-NBA 3rd team. Love to see it. And then all defensive team, I don't think we get anybody. And then all rookie team, we didn't even have a rookie. So taking a look at where we finished, we ended up going the #1 seed, 59-23. That's what I love to see. And taking a look at the player stats for the year, Jalen Green with 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 6.5 assists with a steal a night, 52%, 46% from deep, and 86% from the free throw line. James Harden, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 11.5 assists, 1 steal, and he shot pretty good. 0.1% off of a 50-40-90 season. Jabari Smith with about 18 points and 7 boards. and he has definitely come a long way from his rookie season. Definitely take a big step forward. Malik Beasley with about 13 points off the bench. Was he efficient? He was really efficient. Almost had a 50-40-90 season as well. Sagoon with about 12 and 9 with 1 block a night. OG with about 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 1.5, almost 2 steals a night. And was he efficient? He wasn't bad, but he also wasn't good, so I will still take it though. And then Kenyon Martin with about 9 points and 4 boards. Tate with about 8, and then Ware with about 5 and 4 rebounds. And he had a block a night in limited minutes. So taking on the San Antonio Spurs, who I think, I could have swore they drafted Victor, but I guess not. They have Ben Simmons. They added Desmond Bane as well, Gregory Jackson, Xavier Tillman. Okay, so they definitely have a good squad, but I like my chances, so I'm going to go ahead and try to adjust the minutes, or actually, I'm going to leave the minutes the way they are. We almost won 60 games with this lineup, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll with it. So round 1, game number 1, we end up winning by 2 points. Jalen Green with 37 points and James Harden with 17 points and 18 assists. Wow, that was crazy. Game number 2, we end up winning by 11. Jabari Smith with 27 and 10. Jalen Green with 24 points. Game number 3, we end up winning. It's a blowout. Jalen Green 32, James Harden 23 and 13. And come on, let's just sweep them right now. Boom, we end up sweeping them in the final game. We won barely by 2 points. Jalen Green with 26 and Sagoon with 20 and 10. Moving on to round number 2, we are facing the Pelicans, who are always scary no matter what seed they are. They added Nick Smith. They added a new center who looks like he is a rookie, Herbert Jones. Did they add anybody else? Not really. So game number 1, we end up winning by 5 points. Jalen Green 25 points, James Harden 22 and 10. James Harden is a great playmaker. Game number 2, we end up winning by 4 points. Jabari Smith with 22 and 8. Anunoby with 18. Game number 3, we end up losing by 6. Zion had to drop 48 points for us to lose. James Harden with 39 and 11. Smith with 31, and then Green with 28. Okay, come on, let's take a 3-1 lead right here. Boom, we take a 3-1 lead, 10 points. 10-point victory. James Harden 36 and 10. Prime James Harden. He is showing some flashes of that. Jalen Green 28 and 12. Let's move on to round number 3. Come on. Round number 3. No, we end up losing by 6. Does Zion drop 40? No, but they do have Bradshaw dropping 22 and 12. Come on. Final game. Come on. I'm going to simulate this one with Simcast because I don't know. I kind of feel safer when I simulate it with Simcast. So the first quarter, we end up going up by 12. The second quarter, we also go up by 2. The third quarter, we went down by 6, and we are winning by 11 points. Come on, try to close it out here. Don't choke it. We end up winning, and we have gone to the third round. James Harden putting up 41 points, 13 assists, 9 of 13 from deep. Jabari Smith with 23 points, and then Jalen Green with 21. Facing the Memphis Grizzlies in the Western Conference Finals, they added Gary Harris, who I'm surprised is still actually a pretty good overall. I would have thought he would have dropped or something. David Roddy is a third-year player. They added Andre Drummond. They added Nikola Vucevic. John Wall as well. Okay, I'm kind of nervous for this round, but nah, I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna have faith. So game number 1, we end up losing by 11. Okay. Game number 2, we end up winning, and it's a blowout. It is a blowout. We had 3 players dropping 20 or more points. Love to see that. Game number 3, we end up losing by 14. Ja Morant had a 45-point triple-double. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna adjust the minutes just a little bit. So I'm gonna see, who do I want to drop? I feel like everybody's playing so good. I'm gonna drop him down just a little bit. I guess we could give a little bit more. We could drop him down just a little bit. Maybe we should get Ware a couple more minutes. Malik Beasley could go down a little bit, and I'm gonna give more minutes to Jabari Smith. So game number 4, we are going to do it with Simcast because like I said, I feel way safer if we do it like that. And first quarter, we are starting off good. Second quarter, we are starting off good as well. Third quarter is a little bit back and forth. It's tie, and we're going to end up winning this game by 10 points. All right, so we tie up the series 2 games apiece, and you see James Harden with 22 and 14, and then Jalen Green with 21 points. Moving on to game number 5, big game right here. Who is going to take a 3-2 series lead? They end up beating us in the first quarter. The second quarter, we have a big second quarter, scoring 40 points, and we are up with 8 with a minute and 30 to go, and we end up taking a nice lead, 3-2 in this series. James Harden dropping 36, 7, and 12. Jalen Green with 23 and 10. One more game, and we are in the finals. So I'm hoping we could close it out in Memphis. Big game for James Harden. Can he take the Rockets to the finals? Not starting off good. We are down by a bit. We're coming back in the third quarter. Come on, we're only down by 4 points. Come on, it's slipping away from us just a little bit. We're down by 9 with 2 minutes. We let it slip away from us. Okay, game number 7. It all comes down to this. I'm nervous for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna adjust the minutes just a little bit, and I don't really know who to take minutes away from. Everybody's been playing pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna give 2 more minutes to James Harden because he has been balling out. So game number 7, here we go in Houston. Come on, we can't lose. Good first quarter. Come on, good second quarter. It is definitely a tight game. We are breaking away just a little bit here in the third quarter. Up by 7, up by 5 with 2 minutes to go. 6 points with a minute 30 to go. Come on, we are breaking away. We are breaking away, and boom, we end up winning, and we are headed to the NBA Finals. Western Conference MVP is James Harden, averaging 22 points, 4.5 boards, and 13.5 assists on great efficiency. We are heading to the finals. All right, so we are going to be facing the Charlotte Hornets in the finals. So they have LaMelo Ball, obviously, James Bouknight, Michael Porter Jr. they added, Victor Wembanyama, they added Clint Capella. Oh, this is a really scary team. This is definitely a scary team. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adjust these minutes just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give Ware 1 more minute. I'm actually going to give him 2 more minutes. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop him just a little bit. And I'm going to give Jabari Smith a little bit more. Game number 1. We end up losing. Oh, we end up losing by a lot. James Harden dropping 22, 7, and 9. Green with 19. LaMelo dropped 44 points on us. Okay. Game number 2. They end up beating us by 1. No, they ended up, and he almost dropped another 40-point game. Okay, come on. We need more defense, so I'm going to give Harden a little bit less, and I'm going to give Anunoby a couple more minutes. Game number 3, come on. Don't go down 3-1. We can't have that. Come on. We are in Charlotte. We didn't take advantage of home court, and we are getting blown out in the first quarter. Come on. Make a comeback. We got to put up a fight, and it's not looking good. Come on. And just like that, we are down 3-0. Come on. James Harden did not come back to Houston for this. Come on. I'm just going to go ahead and let the CPU adjust the minutes. I'm going to give James Harden 32. Anunoby could get 32. He could get 30. Malik Beasley could get this. I'm just all over the place right now, just trying to adjust these lineup rotations. So I think this is what we're going to rock with. Can we win 4 games in a row? I don't know. James Harden has been cooking in the playoffs, but I don't know if he's been cooking that good to bring us back. So we are going to take it game by game. We do have a good first quarter, a good second quarter. We are having a good third quarter, and then boom, we end up closing the game out on a 24-point win. And taking a look at the box score, James Harden with 35 and 18, Jalen Green with 34. We're going to need some big games from both of these guys if we want to win the title. So taking it game by game, like I said, we are back in Houston. Come on, don't lose in front of the fans. Come on, you got to put up a good fight for your fans. Come on. We are up by 11 points, and I think we should be fine in this game. So boom, we end up winning by 11 points. Green with 29, Harden with 23, and Sengun with 20. We are heading back to Charlotte, and like I said, game by game, we win this game, we go back to Houston. Come on, we have a great first quarter. We have a good second quarter. We only got outscored by 1. and we are having a great game as we end up winning by 15 points. And now we are headed to a game 7. Sagoon with 24, Harden with 22 and 11, and Green with 20 points. It all comes down to this. Game number 7. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rock with this lineup the way it is. So we are in Houston. Come on. So we are having a good first quarter. We are having a good second quarter. We are trying to break away. Good third quarter. There's no way. Okay, so we are up by 4 points in the final quarter. Come on. Please, come on, please. It is. Ooh, it's tight. It is definitely tight. Come on. Come on. We break away just a little bit. Come on. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking. They go up. Okay. Come on. Try to come back. I actually think I'm gonna hop into this game because I definitely don't want to lose this game. So I'm gonna hop into it. All right, so we're here in the final quarter. We are down by 1. I don't even know if our starters are in, but we're gonna ask for a pick and roll right here. Gonna feed it inside to Martin, who is gonna get fouled, and he is gonna be shooting 2 free throws. 20 seconds to go. I don't really know if Kenyon Martin can shoot free throws. He is gonna knock down the first one. Okay, 14 points for Kenyon Martin Jr. Come on, we need one more for the lead. Come on, I know you got it in you. Let's go. We are up by 1 point, and Charlotte calls a timeout. All right, here we go. 20 seconds left. We are up by 1. One stop gets us this win, and we are NBA champions. Come on, one stop. I'm not really too worried about Clint Capella. Come on. Oh, help him out a little bit. Trey Jones gonna try to go in. He's gonna kick it back out to Book Knight. Come on, 7 seconds left. No way he hits that. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get the rebound. 3.8 seconds left. Come on, Smith, knock down your free throws. You have improved so much. Come on, hits the first one. 2-point game. Come on, knock down the next one. Boom, let's go. 3-point game. They are out of timeout. Just don't give up a 3. Come on. Defense. No way he hits that. And boom, just like that, the Houston Rockets in season 3, the final season, are your new NBA champions, coming back from 3-0. We barely won by 3 points. This was a crazy video. All right, and just like that, the Houston Rockets have won the NBA championship. James Harden, your finals MVP, averaging 25, 5.5 boards, 11 assists, 54% from the field, and 59% from deep. Oh, this was a crazy video. We definitely earned this title. We had to claw our way back down 3-0. This is definitely one of the best videos I have ever made. So taking a look at the final game 7 stats: 25 for Harden and 10 assists. Jabari Smith with 23 huge free throws, along with Kenyon Martin Jr. with big free throws, as he went perfect in that game. So that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure to follow me on Twitter. Link will be down below. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all next time. Stay safe. Peace.